Okay guys, replacing the pump on this little guy. So I kind of cut the splice this cable off because I still got to get the screws off. I did get a new pump original. It's very difficult for me to get. So there it is. This is what it looked like. So every time I tapped on it, it worked. And also it seemed like these cables might be an issue. So I'm not sure because a couple of times I yanked on the cable and it started to work. But I did drop a small piece, which is all the way down there. I'm gonna have to get this all the way down there. Let me get that. So all I did was take out the two bolts. These looking right here. One goes here, one goes there. I'm sorry, one goes here, one goes here. And right from back there, I use extension just like that. From back there, 1, 2, got them both out. There they are. They're sitting right there. Those are the two Allens. So let me give you the Allen size here. 5mm. Okay, and then I spliced the cable off because I could not get these off, but I could always do that later. Then I was able to push the pump forward and kind of get it out as you guys saw. And I need to get that little guy with the magnet. Let me grab my magnet. Very important piece. Okay, there it is. Okay, this is the little guy. Okay, it goes into that. So we do need to kind of align the two pumps, the new pump to the housing there. So we'll put it back the same position it's at. So let me get the new pump. It's gonna be a little bit difficult, but we'll get it in there. Okay, so once I have it in there, I will show you guys, but it's time for me to take out these two bolts. I can always do these later. On this little guy right here, my Phillip, this is what I'm gonna be using, but I need to get a new bit there because it's not allowing it for me to turn. It's kind of free playing because this is already stripped out. The head is, the teeth already stripped out, but I don't want to damage that. And I cannot take out this module because the bolts on the module are rusted out because it goes right into the module. If I was able to take that off, I might be able to drill a small hole down here to get those out. That'd be one of my options, but if I can't get it out, that's the only way it's gonna be. Other than that, customer doesn't want to replace this whole thing because I could have just taken it out and do it on the bench. So guys, here's the new part. I just want to show you a few things. So it comes with the seal and everything. I got the little guy sitting right there in the center. So the part number on this, you guys can come on, take a note of that. It's freaking camera. There you go. That's the part number right there. I do got like a diagram, exploded diagram of this. So you do need to kind of align this in the same position as that. So what I'm gonna do is, so it's kind of like, I need a screwdriver. Let me get a screwdriver. You know what, I could just use this. So it does kind of sit like, see how it's sitting right there, about right there. So this has got to go straight into the little guy. Let me put the light in there, into that little guy. The lighting is gonna be really crappy. There it is. Okay, so make sure you get both evenly so that way it slips in. So I did kind of take off, see that bracket hanging right now right there? You know what, this phone is freaking, they updated the phone and now the settings all different for me to find out where's the flashlight for the camera. Okay, so it's about 5 steps for me to put the light on this camera. So let me show you guys one more time. Okay, that's what we're looking at down there. So this little bracket right here, I took one bolt out and I loosened the other. So it's kind of like out of my way. And this is the one bolt that I took out. Same size, same Allen, goes right down there. So I should be able to, you know what, I'm gonna take off that completely and I should be able to put that on a little bit later. We'll see how that works out for me. I should be able to do that later. So I'm gonna just take it off completely so I could just put the ABS pump straight into it. Okay guys, so I got the pump on. All I got is the 2 cables left. As you guys can see down there, I got a brand new pump right there. The camera's gonna be tilted sideways. I'm gonna give you another glimpse down there. So there's our new pump. Okay, it's not the best spot to record. So that bracket I showed you in the back, the mount, don't make the mistake I made, okay? I had to kind of splice the bracket, get the bolt in there, because the bolts are kind of like, it would hit for your tools to go in. The bolts are like right next to it. So pretty much, let's say you had to get to this hole, but this is on the way. So the pump is kind of on the way. So either leave that on there, kind of push, you should be able to push the whole pump in there and get the whole assembly in there. So all I got is 2 wires left. And there you go, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys in the next video. So this is what the pump look like. So bada bing, bada boom. See you guys in the next video. Okay, guys, I got a 2004 Toyota 4Runner over here. All kinds of lights in the dash was coming on. It was beeping, and problem was this pump here. So this pump was very difficult to get. Okay, so this is safety concern over here. The pump is all the way down there. So I did kind of manage to get the 2 bolts off this way, 2 bolts on the bracket. In the bottom there's a bracket. You see I put a sealer on it. So I just wanted to put that because it's kind of rusting. And I came across where this wire could have been the issue, but they would not sell me this wires without this pump. Plus, it's a safety concern because every time I tapped on it, it started to work. So I don't know if these wires moved or the pump failed. So usually motor would will work one time and then it won't work again. But I also had a problem where these wires are kind of corroded in here, but the other side, the wires that connect to this module, they wouldn't come off because I thought I was gonna snap the whole module. So what I did was I kind of lubricated the tips of the wiring, and I had to cut, solder, heat shrink, and then I got, for safety, I put tape on top. So all that is done on it. So if you're gonna, that's the only choice I had. Other than that, if that's not it, buy another module with it, which would have been like another $900. Then you got to program it, all that stuff. So pretty much the problem is resolved. I spliced, put this pump on. It took me about 2 to 3 hours to get this pump on because it's kind of a little difficult. I did not want to mess with any of the brake lining. So another thing I would recommend is if you guys want, change the whole thing, okay? But they don't have the part available. I tried, so I went with what I needed. So there's a part number on this, which is kind of faded out. I'm not gonna go into too much details. So it did have a new seal and everything. So let me just show you guys down there, the pump. Okay, there's our new pump down there. Brand new, original Toyota part, not aftermarket. Don't put aftermarket either. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, share, and like.